Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, as I mentioned to you guys, every week, all the way up through until January, we go live for 30 minutes on this channel and 30 minutes on the other channel and do what card pulls for subscribers and members alike, just to say thank you guys for being a part of my world. Thank you so much for being a part of my channels and making this a lovely community. So, as you guys know, I am a fictional storyteller, not a psychic. So, do bear that in mind. But all you have to do is type the word, or excuse me, not the word, but the letter E in the live chat during these 30 minutes, and I will get to as many of you as I can. Selection is random. I don't go in order. In fact, I always go from the bottom of the chat, and the chat can move pretty fast depending on how many people are live with us. And so just know, feel free to keep typing the letter E. That lets me know you're still here. And as the live chat moves, I'm selecting from the bottom of the chat. Okay. For Natalie, so great to see you, babe. Let me grab you one right now. Meow, meow. You're adorable. We have Knight of Wands. Somebody is on fire. We have got a sexy someone. This feels like very romance, smoldering, like a romance cover. He probably hasn't necessarily said something in blunt terms, but rather right now we're still in the smoky eyes, the brooding, the I'm emitting warmth. I feel like somebody is trying to capture our character's attention with his sheer like magnetism, and it's awesome, and it could be fun, and it could be sexy. It feels like it is a smoldering energy, and if our character has been ignoring this person, this says, come on now. We can ignore it, but it's still there. You can't sit there and have something on fire beside you and just be like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's a fire? Well, you can feel the heat. So I have to say, somebody is perhaps trying to ignore this possibly divine masculine, possibly fire sign, who's giving all the signals that they're all kinds of hot and bothered. But it's very hard to ignore fire. And why would we want to? This could be somebody really fun, even if it's just for lighthearted flirtation. But the bottom line is they're attracted. We have a character who has somebody very attracted to them, even if our character keeps trying to brush it off. This is just the thing that says, no, they got eyes for our character, and our character just needs to maybe acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it. Maybe they don't want to, respond, but take the compliment. That's what it says. Take the compliment. Next up, RT. Hi, sweetie. Let me grab you one. RT, we have a 10 of Swords. We may have a divine masculine who has been very enlightened. This is usually the kind of awakening that comes when we've hit that moment where we go, man, I've been going down the wrong track for a long time, and I can't keep doing this anymore. This is both the it's bittersweet because it's like the full acknowledgement of where the mistakes have been, but from that point forward, the mistakes stop. So this could be a wonderful turning point for a masculine who has made countless mistakes. They kept on going. This could be somebody that was very ego-based, and that sucks to be in this moment. And it's also fabulous to be in this moment because this is their turning point. This is somebody who is awakening. This is somebody who maybe has a big apology tour that they're going to have to make. This could be somebody who's about to show back up in a character's life. And this could be somebody from a long time ago who was abominable to be around. This could be a heartbreaker. This could be a liar. This could be somebody who's made a lot of mistakes. But here's the thing. Everybody can change and grow. And sometimes the only way we can do it is when we've made enough mistakes that we've driven ourselves down to rock bottom. But that's where we find the truth of who we'd prefer to be. And from there, we become a better version. That's what is coming next. At least we have this person having this awakening. What they do next will likely be to course correct as many of the mistakes they made in the past as they can, which is why I would say this heralds in somebody could be shown back up with some pretty significant apologies, and they could show up as a very different person. It may still be a little bit of time, but they are not the same person and never will be again. They have made that final, they've punched through the ceiling and they are a better version of themselves now. 78, you sweetheart. Let me get to you next, honey. Oh my God. AC, thank you, Angel. AC just gifted 5 memberships. AC, I'll get to you next, baby. Hang in there just a minute. Welcome, everybody. Contented Tiger, Lola May, I Am Joyful, Chained Warrior, and Shasta Maria. You guys are all now members, and that is courtesy of AC. You are so generous, AC. Thank you, babe. Speaking of generous, thank you so much. Honey, 1188, you are so amazing. So I know this card's hard to see, but it's Transcendence. This is the World card. We have somebody that is literally as divine as the angels. I'm feeling like somebody has either like, I don't know if it's frosted glass, or this could be literally like a glass, like a beverage, something to drink out of, or this could be somebody that has like a frosted glass that they look through. They are not made of glass, but I keep seeing like frozen icicle glass. It's almost like something is really crystallized and pure, like high vibrational. Maybe this is a quartz crystal item or something. Maybe this is some kind of, like, they'll see, like when ice crystals collect and we can see the actual shape and it's just beautiful as water, thin layers of like dew are freezing on a windshield. Could be that, but it's also, we don't want any cracked windshields. Or somebody making a snow angel or an image of an angel somewhere. All of this just keeps saying that this is a message like from the divine, from the spirits, from the spirit world, from, someone on the other side that is saying, this marks the new beginning. This marks a big chapter change. This could be that 2026 is going to herald in a very different lifestyle for a character. This could be a big turning point for them. I see like little constellations here. I see like neurons in all of this. I see everything has like this interconnected webbing. And it just feels like things are going to be firing on all cylinders. There's something here about like a character is getting either an energetic upgrade, and that's going to apply to all areas of their life, or they have like this expansion in their mind, what they can, understand about the universe. This feels like somebody needs to keep a pen and pencil handy, because they may be downloading all kinds of divine messaging. And that could be messages of, like cosmic realm. I would be very interested to see what this character is so inspired to take note of in 2026, because there is something about the higher energies like speaking directly through this character, and they could just have a very different year of the way they look at the world around them. It's like everything is clicking into place. Things are making sense that had to crystallize. There is a strong sense of energy here and energetic upgrade. Granted, this is an ascension deck, but that's a pretty powerful message to have. All right, I'm going to leave that there. And AC, you are back to your Oprah vibe again. Oh my God. Thank you again, AC. Oh my God, I'm losing track. AC, you have gifted at least 5 different clumps of 5. So we're at least 20 memberships, and there may be more that I'm not even able to see yet. Misty Lee, Dina Clements, Katie Did, Adrian Mary Dawn, My Light Expose Your Darkness. Hang on, I'm still going. A Perfect Dark, Victory, AP Earth School, July Winter Dinner, Royal Greatness, Susan Couch, and I know I've missed some of you because this skipped. Kelsey Maid, Beth Ross, Leo Moon, Dom G, 0N. All of you are now members, and that is all courtesy of AC. AC, I don't want to just do a 1-card pull for you. Would it be okay with you if I do a full length, like 15-minute or so segment for you tomorrow? I would rather do that for you and add that link. I know I won't be able to get to it tonight because I still need to be live on the other channel, but I don't want to do it when I'm tired. I want to do it right for you. Would that be okay with you? Because I want to say thank you, but we need to say thank you at least 20 times over. So I don't want to just pull 1 card for you. If you wouldn't mind, I would prefer to do something better for you tomorrow. And I'll put it in the, when we do the members corner, if that's all right with you. AC, you are so incredibly generous. I would do it right now, but then I won't get to anybody else. And I promised that I would take care of everybody and then still do something special for you tomorrow that I can do right for you. You deserve more. Thank you, AC. All right, I will do something special for you tomorrow then. You guys are so lovely. Thank you, everybody. I'm so touched, AC. Always. Diana Jackson, here we go, love. Diana, let me change decks for you. I feel like we need to go this route. All right, here we go. Diana Jackson, what do we have? We have Emperor and we have Nine of Pentacles. These came out together, so we have to keep them. But it's funny because they spit out on either side of the deck, like left hand, right hand. Left hand was Emperor, right hand was a Nine of Pentacles. I don't know if that matters, but I just feel like I should say it. Maybe because left hand, ring hand, marriage hand, somebody's not going to be single much longer is what this says. We have, and it could be that we have a character who was like pretty much a confirmed bachelorette and would not have expected that there would be somebody that they would want to give their heart to, that they would want to marry, that they would want a long-term commitment with. But sometimes even when we think we know how our life is going to go, we cannot imagine the different little tributaries that our life can take. Now, I could also say this as he looks pretty wistful. We could have somebody that is fantasizing about, my God, she's the one I wish I had married. He may have very vivid images of her in his mind. This could all be playing out from his perspective. He thinks of her. He remembers her. She is his favorite, place to go in his mind. I don't know. He looks wistful. This is either somebody who simply still remembers everything, every detail about her sweet face, or this is somebody, here's the thing, emperors don't tend to just sit around and do nothing. If he's this caught in memories, it's only a matter of time before he's making his move anyway, even if years have elapsed. But this keeps saying, she ain't going to be single much longer. Whether this is in memory from the past is now going to, require real action in this, lifetime. However we look at it, something's going to be happening here. It's really awesome to see that, even though it could still be one of those things where he's the one going to make the move. So it's not her action to take, it's his. So whenever that happens is anyone's guess because it's up to when the emperor makes his move. But on the other hand, there's like a really certain energy that will be happening. So it's actually really lovely. 11D8, you're so sweet. Thank you, babe. Next up, Contented Tiger. Let me grab you one right now, babe, and welcome. Also, guys, just know we will be doing something special in the members corner to celebrate the holidays. We'll be doing a special members only edition a little bit later on this month where we'll do card pulls for members. So all those of you that were just gifted memberships, just know it's a great month to be a member. AC, I will get to Slay Princess right after this. Contented Tiger, here we go. We have the Hermit. We may have a divine masculine that has been roaming around trying to find answers, trying to find some kind of, I'll say, deep soul searching. And if anything, because he's looking right into the lantern, right? But he's walking next to a doorway. I'm sorry, but I feel like he keeps missing it. I feel like this is somebody who, to his credit, he's trying to sort himself out, but he's making it harder than it needs to be because there is a door right here in this wall. There's an arched doorway, but he's walking past it. This could be semi-frustrating if this is a divine masculine that our character has been more or less, cheering on, waiting on. And it's like, why are you making things so hard? For whatever reason, they keep walking by the door that they could walk through. Now, maybe it's because they aren't our character's match or it's not supposed to happen yet. Or perhaps this is, a piece of like them isn't complete yet, or they don't think that they're complete yet. And you can't speed up somebody else's opinion of themselves. Now, let's say this is our character sorting things out for themselves. They could actually and this will probably be hindsight when they go, you know what? I can't believe I spent so many years like not thinking that. This is an example. Sometimes you look back at pictures where you thought you looked awful. And you look back even 1 month later, and it's like, I was slamming. What the heck was wrong with me? Why was I so down on myself? Oftentimes we can not see the forest for the trees. We can't see our true selves when we get so focused on, no, there's still more wrong. I still have to find more answers. I must not be good enough yet. It either feels like he's trapped in this, or perhaps this is going to turn out to be our own character who is like walking right past the gateway toward happiness, but still insisting that they're not allowed to have the happiness yet. Again, we don't know what we know until we know it. So this is a journey that a character has to take. But my best interpretation would be we have a divine masculine still looking for his worth. And until he decides, I already have my worth, it was always in me, he's probably not going to walk through anybody's doorway and say, here I am, let me love you. Not until he can say, I'm worthy. So he's working on it, but he's not there yet. And I don't think anybody can speed that up or give him that opinion. He has to find it himself. Slave Princess, sweetheart, this is a gift to you from AC. You're so sweet, honey. Slave Princess, what do we got here? We have an 8 of Swords, but with an Ace of Wands. Okay, so we are definitely having triumph over stuck energy. And this could be where somebody's heart was really stuck, where somebody's energy was trapped, where there could have been hurt feelings, there could have been pain, there could have been something here where either a character was trying really hard to like function at only 50%. I'm not sure where they were trapped, but it looks like it had something to do with inspiration or passion. This could be someone who had been curtailed. Like, if we're not in a very supportive environment, like I watched a friend of mine one time, well, acquaintance, I should say. I can't say they were my friend. I don't know if they liked me that much, but I thought they were great. So we'll call it an acquaintance. And they were a writer and they had this wonderful idea. And they just got ripped to ribbons by other people who thought that their idea was bad and their idea was fantastic. And I was the only person at the round table that was like, what are you saying? Why? Her idea is amazing. Like, it's fresh, it's unique, it's beautiful. I don't get why anybody would tear it down. And, there were a million different reasons why people were ripping it, but I could just see her like wilting like a flower. And I thought, that's so awful because she's got a great idea and they're making her believe it's no good. And it's weird to like, that's why I don't really like groups very much. And I'm thinking sometimes if a character is in like a non-supportive environment, or let's say it was a family environment or something, it could actually take away someone's own like right to shine and their own unique idea, that maybe it's that the rest of the world hasn't heard this great idea before, or maybe what our character has is so unique about them and it's so one of a kind, one in a billion, that if they're around people that can't see that because it's just unfamiliar, and it's like, no, we only like cookie cutter stuff, we only like same old. I could see how our character had like kept themselves or been kept in a box, and all their beautiful ideas weren't like free to be expressed until now. I love the fact that we have a character that is just like busting free. I feel like this is a character who could become very famous. This could be a character who just really shines. This could be a character who takes off like a rocket, as well they should. This is somebody with so much light inside of them. And I don't know if other people either were afraid of it, tried to suppress it, or tried to keep her in a box, him in a box, whomever our character is, but it didn't work. And I'm so happy to see it. It's so nice to see somebody just bust free and say, maybe you can't see the ideas that I've got, but I have inspiration. I have passion. I'm going to wear my outfits like this. I am new. I am fresh. I'm something you haven't seen before, which is probably why people are going to be uncomfortable, but that's okay. You don't need to be comfortable. I need to be comfortable with who I am. I really like this character, and I'm like so cheering this character on. I love it when a character does what's right for themselves. Thank you again, AC, and thank you so much, Slay Princess, for being amazing. You guys are so awesome. So good to see everybody. Jen, thank you, babe. Let me get to you in just a second. I just want to make sure that I'm not the chat goes really fast and I miss a lot of things if I'm not careful. All right, Jen, let me get to you right now, sweetheart. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. All right. Jen, let me go ahead and we're going to go with this deck. Here we go. We have the Hermit. A lot of Hermits coming out tonight. Virgo energy, but you notice how this character's almost touch their tree of life. And then they pause and they look back. This could be somebody who was like really been on their life path and they were just about to like, okay, here I am. Like I'm putting down my roots. I know exactly, I'm done with my Hermit's journey. I know exactly where I'm supposed to be. But they have this quiver of, right? Or should I go back to the past? And I'm like, no. I feel like I'm running in slow-mo in the movies, you know, and yelling no, because I don't want this character to go backwards when they're right there at their true life purpose. This feels like somebody who's healed a ton. This feels like somebody who's gone so far and they've done all the work and they have gained tremendous wisdom, and then they're about to second guess something that they've already learned. This doesn't mean like, oh, I'm about to go back to an ex when really I should move forward. It doesn't have to be that. It could be anything. This could be a great idea that somebody has and they really, you know, developed it. And now they're like, maybe it's not a great idea. And it's like, no, this is something that our characters work so hard on. And it's a huge chunk of their wisdom. And if they're starting to doubt, like, well, maybe I'm not that wise. Maybe I haven't learned that much. This is like, our Hermit's done with their Hermit's journey. They did all the work. So, you know, accept your prize, toast that champagne and claim it as like, job well done. I am wiser. I am better. I am stronger for what I have, you know, walked through, and it's full steam ahead and it's, you know, big growth spurt now. But there's this moment where a character might be about to say, unless maybe I should go back into the forest again. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say no. Our character is brilliant. Our character's done a lot of wonderful work and it's full steam ahead. It's new for them. It's opportunity to grow for them now. So just kind of, I mean, that's just my interpretation. I don't mean to tell characters what they should or shouldn't do, right? Everybody has to do what's right for them. But that's how I interpret that one. All right, you guys, next up, let me go over here. Courtney Cat, thanks for being here, babe. Courtney Cat, we have got Ace of Wands. This is somebody with a huge spark of passion, of desire, of creative energy. We can see how happy she is. We see her joyful. This is also somebody who is extremely sought after. I think that if she's somebody who's, I don't know if this person has a really great voice, but they should, or a nice laugh, but they are somehow like at their most alluring every time they like open up their mouth to speak, or every time they laugh, every time that they are like enjoying their life, that is where heads turn. I don't know if this character is just so authentic that they don't notice that they're a real head turner, but they are. This is somebody very sexy in their own natural element, their own natural right. And it just kind of says, this is somebody who turns heads when they walk into a room. And I kind of feel like they're the last one to know because I'm hearing that song, Lord Have Mercy, Baby's Got Her Blue Jeans On. Which is a really fun song. Now Up on Main Street. Oh God, I can't even think of, she ain't really trying to cause a scene. It just comes naturally. No, the girl can't help it. I don't know. Maybe somebody's got a real banging figure, but it looks like somebody who does not know how attractive they actually are. The modern day spiritualist. Hi, sweetheart. Let me grab you one. We have got the Chariot. Chariot is the energy of forward motion, but this is Cancerian. And we have got somebody that is ready to like just ride. This is somebody who not only are they secure in their thoughts, their emotions, their ideas, but they're also probably somebody who has found their confidence. Now, this could be a feminine who's brave enough to go after something that she really, really, really wants. Whatever this is, it takes a certain amount of courage because we got this little skateboarder, this little badass, you know, going down, you know, whatever they call them, the pipe or whatever. I am 6 feet tall and 45. I do not skateboard, never did. So trust me, all that looks like is a broken wrist and broken knee to me, but she's got the moves. This is something not everybody could do. That's the point that I'm getting at. This is something that very few people could have the courage to go after, and yet she's just dialed in. I don't know if she's about to go do something brave, like, I'm going to go ahead and put in that resume at that career, that job. I'm going to go ahead and walk in to a room full of people, and I'm not going to let myself be shy, even if I actually am. I'm going to do the brave thing. Like, there's lots of, look, to be brave simply means we're scared, but we're doing it anyway. And I would just say she is dialed in, and she's going to go do the thing that feels right for her. This is somebody with a lot of like personal confidence. Maybe she's going to go ask somebody out. Maybe she's just going to walk up to somebody and just say how she feels. Whatever it is, it's going to be a positive motion forward for her life. But I also think she's going to get it. Whatever it is that she's going after, she's going to get it. And that is because when you're dialed in, when you've got like game face on, it's amazing how life just kind of clicks into place. I don't think anything's going to hold this character back. Dwanette, thank you. Oh my God. Angel, thank you so much. Twice. Oh my God. Dwanette, thank you, babe. Let me grab you one. You guys are so lovely. Thank you so much. All right. Dwanette, let's go with this deck. No. Hang on. Believe it or not, Dwanette, I can't believe I remember this, but I swear I used that deck for you the last time I had a card pull for you, and I have to go with a different one right now. Dwanette, we just got 3 for you, babe. Alchemist, thank you so much. I'll get to you in just a moment. Modern Day Spiritualist, it was my pleasure. Dwanette, we have got the 9 of Cups. We have the Empress. And we've got that 6 of Pentacles. This could be, first off, a really nice holiday season. I don't know if there's going to be a party, a little bit of wine, a little bit of drinking, a little bit of, I almost bought a backdrop today that looks like this same like Bavarian, town, very like holiday-esque. And this just makes me think I'm going to probably have to go ahead and get that backdrop, because I feel like we need that now. It carried such great vibes to me. So I'm just going to say that continues on through this card, because it was very appealing. So I'm going to say it's kind of magical. It has kind of like a snow globe vibe to it. I don't know if we have somebody going out, maybe just for dinner, but it could turn out to be a lot more than just dinner. This could be the night or the hour that this Empress meets a person that is maybe going to wind up becoming a permanent feature in their life. We have the nest. We have reciprocity. We have the guides all over this. We got a lot of flashes of red also, which can be passion and desire, can also be very holiday-esque, very Christmassy. But everything here keeps saying we have somebody that is really about to either walk into the next chapter of their life, which begins joyful and lighthearted and then turns pretty serious and pretty meaningful. Now, sure, this could be somebody getting an award at work at the holiday Christmas party or something. But I'm picturing this is more like a life-altering, life-changing moment where it has something to do with the home front. It has something to do with, like maybe this is a character who didn't really picture themselves falling deeply in love and wanting to nest with somebody again, wanting to live with somebody again. But it feels like that's exactly what is coming back in for them. And this is the night that it feels like it's just one night that changes everything. One fun, unexpected, lighthearted evening that then doesn't just end up lighthearted. I don't know if somebody has a really interesting, cat with really interesting, I know that this is like a jaguar, but I feel like somebody has a house cat that has a very pretty markings or something. And that could be our character's little familiar. I keep getting a strong sense of independence off of our Empress, which is maybe why I'm I don't know. Did they think that they were going to stay single? Only it turns out they're not, because there's somebody out there for them, and they meet this person, and it's well, that changed my life forever. I didn't see that one coming. It's nice all around. It just has a really good vibe to it because it feels easy, but then it feels profound all at the same time. Alchemist 111, thank you, Angel. Let me grab you one right now. Alchemist 111, we have Page of Swords. That Page of Swords is, I mean, I know we have, it's a like magical, mystical deck, and all of them are animals within this deck. So I'm not going to say somebody is, selfish or piggish or anything like that. But with this Page of Swords, we do have somebody who is doing some spying. And I can't help but say it is because they want to get what they want. I have to get one more card because maybe I'm being just a little swayed by the fact that there's a pig on it. Four of Wands in the reverse. They're not thinking about what they can give, they're thinking about what they can get. This feels more like somebody who's like, ooh, that person looks like a giver. This could be, I love to meet people who will satisfy me, but it doesn't cross my mind about how I will also satisfy them. So I'm so sorry, but this message could have with it like somebody is spying on our character who greedily likes what they see and they want that person for themselves. And they're even trying to figure out, how could I get something from that amazing person? But it doesn't look like they are somebody who has much to offer in return. So whomever this is who spies, this could be an ex who's like, yeah, but I still want them back. Well, sure, you know that they had a lot to offer. They gave you lots of yum yum, lots of good. They made you feel special. Of course you want them. Of course you're spying on them. But it does look like it's somebody who doesn't really think about what they can do for others, but rather, what could I get? Gosh, I missed that. Gosh, I want that back. And I'm sorry to read it that way, but that is the only way I can read this. I'm sorry. I will always tell the story that I see, good, bad, or ugly. But please do remember they are only stories, right? I'm sorry, it's not a slightly kinder, softer, more uplifting one though. Oh, good to see you. Sujit, hang on. Sudevna? Devan? Hang on. Let me see if I can. Sujitha. Forgive me that I'm botching your name so terribly. Let me pull a card for you and quit trying when I know I'm not getting it right. But please forgive me and give me grace on my fumble there. We have a Six of Wands. Somebody has a lot of success on the horizon. This could be a character that is about to walk into some kind of an award, some kind of grace, some kind of gift that comes to them. This could be a character who is long overdue for some kind of acknowledgement of a job well done. I do feel like this is a character who knows, I would be happy to receive this. This could be someone who's made a pact with the universe. Universe, I won't, reject or be overly humble and say no, give my reward to someone else. I think this is a character who's learned how to receive from the universe, which is such a good thing, and it very timely because there is an award coming in for this character. Very beautiful and very say well deserved. All right, you guys, I'm going to bounce out of this one and we're going to go over to the other channel and we're going to do the same thing over there for 30 minutes. Okay. So I will see you guys in just a moment. You guys are so wonderful to see you walking, Nat. Wonderful to catch you, babe. All right. It's my pleasure, you guys. I'm sorry. I know I didn't get to everybody. I never do, but I try to get to as many of you as I can. And, I will see you guys over on the other channel for a half hour there. So hopefully some of you that I didn't get to, maybe I'll still get a chance over on the other channel tonight. All right, you guys, bye for right now.